Greetings fellow Decepticons, Sandblaster1987 here. If you're wondering why Ultra Magnus here is in robot mode, I'll get to that in a moment. But as you can see, today I'll be reviewing the Takara Legends IDW Publishing Ultra Magnus. This is based on his Combined Wars Leader class figure from 2015, which in turn was based on the More Than Meets the Eye and Lost Light comic design from the original IDW run. As you can tell from the amount of detail on the chest plate here. So, Ultra Magnus here is pretty accurate to both the G1 cartoon and toy colour schemes, plus the sculpting of the Lost Light and IDW designs. As you can see here, the shoulder missile parts and both blasters can combine into a hammer as a reference to both the animated and Transformers Prime versions of Ultra Magnus. I haven't got the Takara Adventure Ultra Magnus with me for size comparison right now, but what I do have is the Takara Legends Titans Return Deluxe Blur figure. Not an accurate size comparison between the two, because Blur came up to about here on Ultra Magnus in the movie, if I recall. So, just remove these pieces from the hammer like so, and reattach them to Magnus's shoulder panels, which is where missile parts like these belong on an Ultra Magnus toy, as everybody knows. The blaster can also be, split in half to become two smaller weapons. So, for articulation, the head can move left and right, but there's a very good reason for the lack of articulation on Magnus's head, which I'll get to in a moment. 360-degree ratcheted forward and back shoulders. The parts for the shoulder missile launchers plug into are on a hinge for outward movement to allow for the ratcheted outward movement of the arm, which is a lot more free to move when the missile parts are attached to the hammer configuration, admittedly, but still. Ratcheted outward movement, bicep swivel. 90-degree ratcheted elbows. No wrist swivel, but the hands do open up like Cybertron leader Optimus used to. No waist swivel due to the way the transformation works. Very stiff ratchets on the hips, up and down, in and out, thigh swivel, and a very deep ratcheted knee band. There's also a sort of accordion double hinge on the foot for transformation. Speaking of the transformation, that's why I wanted to start this review with Magnus in robot mode, because in the comics, spoilers for those who haven't read the Lost Light and More Than Meets the Eye storyline, but in the comics, Ultra Magnus was actually dead for several million years before the start of the storyline, and his body was hollowed out and used by, a smaller transformer called Minimus Ambus, who was a minicon, as sort of like a Hulkbuster Iron Man type suit. So, open the chest plate like so, then peel open the truck cab and lift Magnus's head open, to reveal, if only my nails were longer, the tiny cockpit inside, except with this being the Takara Legends version, they repainted Minimus Ambus into Alpha Trion for more G1 references, since there's a lot of rumours that Orion Pax's friend Diane from the episode War Dawn was later rebuilt into Ultra Magnus for the G1 cartoon continuity. So, to begin the transformation, take Alpha Trion out of the cockpit like so, close the cockpit like so. But first, put Ultra Magnus's head inside the cockpit. Then close up the doors like so, close that top panel on the roof. slide the whole cab section up on this rail assembly here. Because this mold was redone in Titan's Return to be Power Master Optimus Prime, Perfect Effects cab robot for the Power Master Optimus Prime mold was repainted in white as an Ultra Magnus cab that you can use to modify this figure, so you can use that to give Magnus an actual proper inner robot. However, it is based on the Super God Master Force Ginline model with the smokestacks on the inside of the shoulders instead of the outside, so be that as it may, this is not a perfect effect review, so what you want to do next is rotate the cab like so, so it tabs back into place for vehicle mode like so. Then slide that forward so that it's in vehicle manoeuvring position. Then you want to bring that down like so. Accordion the armour panels from the fists out like so to expose the inner workings here. Then slide those like so. Then disconnect the missile pods and rotate these pieces around like so. I know I normally do this kind of thing in reverse order, but because of the comic storyline revolving around Ultra Magnus, I just had to do it this way. It wouldn't be right to do so otherwise. Remove the missile pod and extend this way. Plug these pieces together like so. Then plug the fist guards together like so. They'll form the top deck of a vehicle carrier mode. Then plug the missile pods onto the outside ports like so for vehicle mode. Next, what you want to do is you want to untab these panels from the front of the shins, come around to the back and open out these panels, open those out, then untab all this and swing it around like so, then double hinge the feet on the accordion joints backwards into place. Bear with me, fellow Decepticons, this is a very, fiddly transformation to work with at arm's length on camera. Same on the other side, just make sure everything's lined up correctly. Then plug the legs together, such as they are, like so. Then use the ratchet joints on the hips to line everything back up. To complete the vehicle mode successfully. that's sorted, what you want to do is bring the shoulders down and use these tabs here and the slots on the insides of the shin armour to connect those into place, like so. And then the front panels of the shins become an entry ramp for the vehicle mode and the back. So, for example, if I were to use animated Rodimus Minor here, now he can't exactly fit on the bottom deck because of his spoiler, but if you disconnect the top deck like so, that can fold down to become a ramp to get onto the top deck of the carrier mode, like so. So Rodimus can slide up onto the top deck and then reconnect the tabs into place. Apologies for yet another jump cut in this review, fellow Decepticons, but gotta get the size comparison bots transformed off camera so as to not waste your time. So for size comparison, here we have Rodimus in Blurr with Ultra Magnus in car carrier mode. As you can see with Blurr's weapon attached and the back doors open on Ultra Magnus, he's longer than both of them put together. So, like I say, Blurr can fit in the lower deck of the carrier mode even with his weapon attached. And Rodimus can ride on the top, close up the back doors, and we're off to go and save Cybertron from Galvatron's rampage. Or to shut down Unicron with the Matrix of Leadership, either or. And last but not least, to transform Alpha Trion, or the Minimus Ambus mold, double hinge the back of the torso upwards to get the rear of the vehicle mode into place. Then rotate these legs into position to become the front half of the car. Then plug the hands in like so, and you've got a teeny tiny little Cybertronian hover car in white, crimson and lavender, which can just sit behind Rodimus on the top of the deck there. Now in vehicle mode, Magnus has the option to either have the cab facing fully forward so they can steer properly, or retract it backwards for straight roads, heavy hauler duty, which is another feature which was carried over to the Titan's Return Powermaster Optimus retool. So that concludes my review of the Takara Legends More Than Meets the Eye Ultra Magnus. I have been Sandblaster1987. Join me next time when I'll be reviewing another Transformers character who debuted in the 86 movie, SS8602 Studio Series Decepticon Scourge. Till then, till all are one.